Hey up everyone, this is the Yorkshire Panda, and today we are playing a little bit of Monster Hunter Rise. Now this isn't how you start out the game. I have been playing this for a couple of weeks since it launched, and I have got through all the single player quests. I've gone through quite a lot of the multiplayer ones as well, but this isn't going to be a let's play. This is going to be a bit more of a occasional hunt, occasional jaunt, and showing off some of the new monsters, some of the new weapons, and generally just goofing around. So I'm not going to go multiplayer on any of these. I'm going to stick with single player. But to start off, before we go through any of the single hunts, because today, well, on the 27th of this month, which is probably going to be the day this video goes out, to be honest, there's going to be another update with more monsters. The Chameleos being the one that I'm least looking forward to, but most likely to do in my next video. So we're going to do that, like I said, probably, and put that video up this week. But for now, let's show you the newest thing to Monster Hunter, which is the Rampage quests. So this is just going to be a little jaunt into let's have fun and do a Tigress Rampage. Which is probably going to be a silly idea, but we are, because we're playing single player, let's get our buddies. Now in this you get buddies. You can have dogs or palamutes as they're called, and you can have palicos or cats. Now I have got this little guy who's my main cat person, my main palico, named so after Final Fantasy VII, if you haven't noticed. But he's currently busy doing training, I think. So let's go and get him. And let's press the right buttons. Yeah. It's a little... I still have moments where I forget buttons between playing PlayStation, playing Xbox, playing PC, and playing Switch. So, yeah, he's sat in my dojo training, so let's take him out. And let's ride. Now the big thing about Rise is a couple of things that you can do. The palamutes, the new buddies that you can get, so that you can run around on the backs, which makes things quite a bit quicker. We've also got our wisp bug, which lets you zip around the map. Now the one thing that surprised me with the most, if you play Monster Hunter World or any of the other Monster Hunter games, the maps are quite limited in the area that you're allowed to operate in. This one isn't. Most of the areas, what you can see, you can climb pretty much, and it's these bugs that allow you to zip all over means exploration is fantastic. But we're all here to see the same thing, aren't we? We're all here to see the fate of monsters. So let's depart. So the Rampage is tower defense meets Monster Hunter. It's simple enough. You go to the Stronghold that you're defending, and you've got turrets that you can set up. Boost. You've got turrets that you can set up. The turrets then, you can have manual turrets that you sit on and use, or you can have automatic turrets that do their own thing. As you get further and further into the quests, into the defence, you'll unlock more turrets and more automated turrets. You have got things like this, which is the Dragonator, that can help out, and you have a couple of furnaces. These will open up as well. These furnaces as you fuel them up, they do decrease cooldowns of your turrets, of your Dragonators, and you've got one other thing, which is a big metal gong, which gives you a bit of a boost to your damage, your toughness, and damage of the turrets overall. So we want to stick another bomb here, and we've got a villager turret there. Do with another villager turret. How many can we have? We can have 5 and we've got 2 down already. So let's get one more there. Let's get one more here. And that is a normal turret. So we'll get rid of that. Put one there. Put another defender turret down here.
This is gonna be good.
Or a bamboo bomb. But actually the bomb's probably better. At least for now. And a mountable turret, which is the one we can use. So let's go.
Bring it on.
Good to go.
And we've got big boys already. So what I'm going to do is use these. So we've got a Rathlos and a Nagakuga. So these are going to be the first things that I go and fight single player when I get to doing those. Let's get you down. I've not played this for a while, so I'm a little rusty. I really got some practice before I start this. But, oh, as you can see, we've unlocked a new turret. We've got the cannon. This is a lot better stunning. And oh, that is not a good one to have. And this Nagakuga's just really hammering me. Okay. This is not what you would call a good start. Not in the slightest. But then again, I'm out of practice and I will go for the hardest single player Rampage, wouldn't I? So what's there's other objectives at the left? These are what upgrades our turrets. And we've got another one. So Wrath, Agnator, and another Naga that's just really upset with me. And I'm really hoping that they deal with that Rexy boy while I deal with these.
So much for that.
Or not. Oh no, everything should just get straight through. We've got no turrets over here. So this is a little bad. So what I'm going to do is drop one of our special guys here, which is Fugen the Elk. Come on, Fugen. And we've stunned the... Yes! Oh yes, I forgot. The other thing this game does beautifully is dragon riding. And I would get this just as timer. Ah, there we go. So, not like using your own monsters against them. So yeah, this is just a little bit of an exhibition. There's nothing serious here. So I will come to doing a proper run on dragon riding and things as well. For now, well, okay. There. And that's the Dragonator. Oh, and that's another dragon we can ride. Well, that's a dragon. Monster. Fire-breathing T-Rex, I think, is the more accurate description of this thing.
Keep going, Ace!
Get down! And stay down.
That'll do for now.
That is another Rexy boy. That's not the one that I've just done. That's the one I've just done. There's one more. Oh, and he's already attacking down there. That's not good because that's right on our gate. Ah, time ran out. Okay, that was not very fun. But got a bunch more upgrades, and the next one is the Tigrex. I do not like fighting these things. Haven't since they first got brought onto the scene, and
Looking great.
this could be
This is gonna be good.
really good or really bad, or both, in equal measure. So, cannons, pretty much just automated cannons are pretty much automated cannons. These things, they do automatically shoot, but you tell it what to shoot and point it in the direction, and then when a monster gets within range, it does what you told it to do.
And presto.
So when I get these, cross them, beam, there we go. I'm going to save one of these because I could do with something to help with that. Got the bombs on that side, we've got 2 villager cannons here. We can have one more villager shooter, which we think we will put
Looking great.
here. Put a normal ballista here for me.
And presto.
And that's all for now. Let's probably make a complete mess of this. The raffle to start with.
Hold the fruits of our tree.
Oh, here comes the Tigrex. He's already gone. Oh, you can see the roof of fire doing its thing.
This is our last line of defense.
Ah, no, it's doing it. Okay.
Open wide.
Let's try and get rid of both of these. Well, I managed to get rid of one. Two. There we go. Okay. I hope you don't fancy a like real in-depth running commentary on this, because most of it is just going to be me panicking. Got all the stun missions done. Wrath gone. Well, Bubble Boy gone. There he is, Bubble Boy's gone. Now, the beautiful thing about doing the single player Rampage instead of doing one of the multiplayer ones is my armour's really good. My weapon is for that matter as well. Oh, 2 Rexy boys. This is... yeah, not cool, not cool. level up. And we're riding.
This is gonna be good.
These auto guys are actually doing a pretty good job.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, there you. You've only got so much time in which you can ride these, and then you unlock that mounted Punisher, and before you get kicked off. If you unlock the mounted Punisher by doing enough damage, you can do a critical special finish, but you don't have much time to do it. That's the special Tigrex that you need to wipe out.
Give him all you got.
And we've got 2 of these things to deal with. Just that ding ding, I think that was our
Looking great.
Dragonades coming back. I've got a machine gun now, and I just took a fireball to the face.
You remind me of when I was young.
Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. He's gonna hit me. Now I've got another Rexy boy and I'm in. Is it Mitsune? Annoying thing coming over. That thing. 3 types of monsters when you're doing these sieges. There's, if you look at the symbols next to them, the ones with the teeth are your hyper-aggressive, attack the player, attack the turrets. You've got the blue ones with the broken skate, which is attack the gates, the walls, try and make as much progress. And you've got the third one, which is green, I think, yes. Which is attack defences, so that will attack all of your turrets, all of your bombs and everything. The ones attacking the gates are obviously your biggest concern because you don't want to make that progress, but the ones that are attacking you are also a concern because if they're attacking you, you can't attack anything else. So you've got to use R1 to harden your defences and not get your attack immediately just destroyed. See, it's just Tigrex that's left, just the big boy. And he moved out the way. That is just straight up annoying. It's at this point. Hi, wrong one. Let's have some fun, shall we? Yikes! Oh, you forget how much those things hurt. Is this one ready? Yes, it is. Gotcha! Oh, that's the Tigrex. Rampage. Done. Oh, those things are so annoying.
Don't mind if I do.
Tigrexes, not fun. Not fun at all. Not my least favourite though. They're just not fun to fight. They're just really mean and horrible. But this, the Rampage, is one of the newest features of the game. So this is your big battle mode. You know, there's a couple that you're required to do for story and for quest continuation, but they're not super important to the game. They are fun and they are rewarding. A lot of the stuff that you get from these, like the drops themselves, and I got an S rank, I'll take that any day. The rewards themselves, a lot of these I'm using armour that needs better stuff, but all of this doesn't go to waste. And to be honest, I need to do a lot of things to make more money than I'm spending, because I've spent an absolute fortune upgrading and leveling up, which is great and not great at the same time. But that is a Rampage, and I've already alluded to the size of the maps and everything, so I, without doing any preparation, yes, you do get optional subquests as well that you can do that allows you to get extra rewards for doing certain things. But while we're at it, I'll just give you a quick show of some of the maps and some of the areas. So this is how you collect your quests, and just to show off the map, let's just go for a basic fight. Let's have a look. Great Izuchi. It's the first large monster that you have to hunt. Compared to some, it's still tiny. Really tiny compared to some. But I'll give you a quick show of the maps and how some of the maps works, and then as I do a few more of these, what I'll do is I'll start doing some more monsters, more extra stuff. Try and loosen back up my play so that I'm not quite as rusty after switching between a few games. But every hunt has a supply box which gives you a few basic things to get yourself started, and as you can see on the map, bottom left, the Great Izuchi is marked on there, just over the numbered areas, so it's just over area 8. Yes, my dog could run up walls. But this is effectively the map. All Monster Hunters used to have loading screens between each of the zones. This doesn't. I expected some level of compromise when it came to this game versus Monster Hunter World, considering World was on the PS4 and Xbox One, and this is Switch, which isn't quite as powerful as those, but you would never tell. This game is smooth, it's big, it doesn't have obscene loading times. I can't fault it. But enough gushing over the game. As you run around the maps, you'll find herbs and berries and nuts that you can pick. You'll find ore that you can mine, and you'll find these glowing bugs. And the glowing bugs, what these do is give you a slight boost. So that gives me a bit of defense, that gives me a bit of stamina, and a bit of attack. We've got honey, and if we were to get down here, we've got things like this, endemic life. So a stink mink, beautiful name by the way, covers you in an odour that's attractive to monsters. So if you cover yourself with a stink mink, you can lure a monster from one area to the next.
Sweet.
Snow beetles, which allow you to cast status effects on the monsters. Thunderbug is part of a crafting recipe. I haven't gone through crafting yet. So as you're running around, oh yeah, there's more cats and everything around here. As you're running around and you're picking up your shrooms, you're picking up your bugs, your herbs and everything, you'll occasionally come across things like these, which don't give you anything to craft or use, but gives you extra points at the end. These points can be used to spend on various things. The crafting side of things, if we find a herb, we can craft potions. Potion plus honey makes a mega potion, which stores a bit more health. You can set to auto craft. So I've got every herb I pick up, as long as I've got space for a potion, it will automatically make a potion. As long as I've got space, it will turn that potion into a mega potion. And so on and so on with these. So it does pay to make sure that you do good gathering quite often. You also, the top two bars, your green bar's your health, your yellow's your stamina. Your stamina will go down over time, so you need to keep eating to keep your stamina up. The sword icon is your sharpness. As you use your weapon, that sharpness will go down. As it goes into the yellow and the red, you'll find your weapon bouncing off monsters, and certain monsters will do more damage to your sharpness as well, so you've got to be careful. Some as well have areas sharper than that are more susceptible to attacks than others that don't damage your sharpness or damage your sharpness even more. A lot of study has to go into these, so you can't just go flailing in like a madman because you're liable to do a lot of damage. Now this shouldn't be a hard fight because I've done plenty of these before. I'll probably leave these two to do it, but if we were to actually, let's just, before we do fight this properly, let's get out of here. As you come across more and more of the monsters, as you come across and meet the monsters, you'll recognise them. So then, when you first go to fight things, they'll appear as a question mark on the map. Now, obviously it appears as the actual icon. If we go to our hunting journal, the hunter's notes on large monsters, as you defeat them the first time, you unlock a little bit about them, including their physiology and where you do more damage, what elements do more damage and where. So if I hit him in his head, on the tip of his tail, I'll do 80% of my full damage, 50% if I hit its legs or the middle of its tail, 40% if I hit the torso. So really, you want to go for the head or the tail tip. According to this, preferably with a weapon that does thunder damage. Although, it is susceptible to poison, paralysis, sleep, and exhaust. A little bit of stun, a little bit of blast, and a little bit of thunder blight, and then the rest. And these are the materials that you could get from it as well. So it does pay to go out, 100% out there to take it out, and then you can use it to use your journal then to make them easier the second time. That little nerk. Yeah, there's no pause on this either, so when you're in the menus, your game will continue, so make sure you are somewhere safe. But let's get my Palamute. So, just with the names, yes, my cat is called Kate Sith because I love Final Fantasy. My main character is obviously the Yorkshire Panda. And my Palamute, my dog's called Levi, named after my old dog, bless her, who's not around anymore, but yeah. Just because she's not here doesn't mean you can't think about her. That is one good shot to the head. Ah, yikes. So, oh dear. I am doing low level fights with high level equipment, so these are nowhere near as scary as what they were first time we did it. But, I mean, you can see, do you get the idea of the damage difference? There's so little damage to certain areas there. But if I was to give it one good shot in the head, or the tip of the tail, which really making it difficult to do, to be honest. I'm doing much more damage. As you attack as well, you can break certain parts of the monster. So usually like the legs or the arms, tails, head pieces, armour pieces. That can cause it to drop something that sometimes is unique to that part breaking. So it's always worth breaking every part of a monster. Top right, you see the little icon. That, oh, that's dead now. That blue symbol underneath means he's weakened, he's at low health. When he's at low health, you can capture them. Or you can just keep wailing on them until it drops and carve it up that way. So, as you take them down, you carve the pieces up, you get more ingredients you can use to craft, to make armour, to make weapons. And that goes for any animal, lizard, dragon, insect, as well as a few things like these. But you do get your timer, so after you slay a beast you've got enough time to carve it up. Now I mean, if you look at this, that whole grey block above me on the map, that entire area is explorable. By using the wisp bugs, by climbing, you can get everywhere. These maps are much bigger, much more detailed than I ever thought it would be possible. So there is a lot of secrets as well, secret passages, little secret areas, collectibles, you name it. But that, just a quick hunt, quick show you of Rampage, quick show you of how hunts work. The wire bug. I call it a wisp bug, hasn't I? It's a wire bug. But this is, yeah, by far one of my favourite games of the year so far. And there are quite a few more things that the mod has, that the game has as well, that to show off. But what I'm going to do is leave this video here. They're not going to be long videos. These, if I do hunts, the hunts themselves normally take 20 to 30 minutes. And like I say, I'm not going to do a full playthrough. It's just going to be the occasional hunt and drop, especially with the newer stuff. Maybe go through different weapons and different monsters. And I'm going to do a couple of short videos as well on some of the extras, like your, as it pops up there, your mercenaries, your melding pot, your smithy, your questing maidens, your buddies, all that jazz. So yeah, hope you like it. Hope you want to see a few more of these going up. As always, pop some likes, some comments in the below. Hit subscribe, follow, and all that jazz. Yeah. In the meantime, guys, you take it steady. Have a good one. I'll see you later. Bye bye.